Positive Attitude Day. Yeah. Hi, my name's Eric, and I'm here to give you a positive attitude. Well, I'm at least going to give me some of Flask number 96. We'll just see how the positive shit works out. Hey, before you go anywhere, like the Johnny Watsons of the world that watch 32 seconds, I need your guys' help. Tomorrow I am going bright and early to a gun show with David Brown. And I have two choices as my carry gun tomorrow. But let's get into this first. Looks like bourbon. Can't tell. It smells a little bourbon-y. Cheers. Sweet notes on the tongue. Kind of some sweetness going down. I'm gonna go with bourbon. Oh, bourbon always seems to look bourbonish, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Speaking of wardrobe malfunctions. Okay, so tomorrow, hanging out with David Brown. First of all, anything made out of plastic is uncool as far as David is concerned. Even though this is more badass than even that Smith & Wesson that he has. I'm saying I'm a big Smith & Wesson fan, but I could sell this, David. I could sell this and buy two of those Smiths, two, with some change left over. I know he's saying right now, yeah, but it's not as classy as a 1911. So pretty much my not work carry gun. And this is where if you could, because I'm gonna check this. I'm gonna check this tomorrow morning quickly. Normally I don't bother looking at the comments until the brew review is on, but because it's gonna make a difference on me getting dressed. So if you're leaving a comment and it is after 7 o'clock a.m. Central Time, don't even bother, because I'm already dressed and having a cup of coffee, anticipating David Brown showing up. So I'm either going to carry this tomorrow at the gun show, or I'm going to carry the SIG C carry, chambered in 45 ACP, and I will use the actual SIG holster for this. The only thing I don't really like about the SIG holster is it doesn't really, it's all about the carry, and it's not really about the protection for the gun. But then again, like I said, once you've committed to carrying something, after that, everything else really shouldn't matter, because it is what it is. And what the hell is Eric saying? Well, what I'm saying is when it's in its I guess I'm wrong. I lied. It was my no name brand one. So the gun stops right at the barrel, so the barrel would not be exposed. I have not actually put this on. It looks like it's kind of a high rise, and again, I could. Well, see, no, that wouldn't work. If I carried it weak side, I would prefer to cross draw it, but I could carry both of them. I mean, anybody out there that's about to make that comment, that's gamey and all, but where we're going, I I think there's a chance of being more patriots than douchebags. So it would be this holster, which I can't tell if the previous owner actually used it or not, but it's not flimsy. It's not flimsy at all, and then it's got some extra material in it to beef it up for the channel for the front sight. But yeah, that does protect the front of it, so that's a better example of a 1911 holster than this. This is the one that I primarily use when I carry Ed's 1911. Now I'm 1911 curious. Hang on. Oh yeah, I could definitely do something like this fits. So, I mean, it's a 1911. Why should I act somewhat surprised? This would work fine because they're both commander sized. But let's just take everything off the table that I said, and the only two options are: do I carry the 629 or the 1911? Either the Smith or the Sig is gonna be my carry gun tomorrow. I have used this as around the house, but I actually have not carried this outside of the house, and all I can tell you is the previous owner of this would not be happy with me if he knew that it never say left the house and that it did what it was designed to do. But still, nothing really says go fuck yourself like a Smith & Wesson wheel gun. And then of course I always have at least one, and being that we will be a sort of out of town for this, which is why we're leaving bright and early in the morning, I might, if you guys pick the 629, I will have 2 speed loaders with me, and if you pick the 1911, I always travel with extra mags. This one is set up for the range. This one is set up with some nice hollow points, and I would load another one prior to leaving. And then of course, as David Brown knows, I have these oh, this isn't the one I'm thinking of. What the hell I do with the other one? This is actually one for the G19. I was thinking of the Bloodline one. I have it somewhere. Either way, I got the cargo pants. I just usually put mags in my pocket. So that's your assignment. Missing out on the last one was Din Scourge. The party's over? You mean Ron Paul didn't win? Yeah. I like Ron Paul. I like Ron Paul a lot. Nick, my buddy Nick on the wrong video. Cheers, hoser. Whiskey or whiskey. Take your pick. You picked gin. No, I didn't pick gin. Nick, I've known you long enough that you would know by now that I would never pick gin. I mean, if I wanted to go suck on a Christmas tree, that's exactly what I would do. And just for the record, by design, if it was left to me, I would never pick whiskey with the E. I mean, I guess I've had some, I've got stuff that's okay, but the primary run would be with the E. you know, this is a little thing called show prep, so I can't be here all night or shit will go bad. Which one was this one? Finest Old. The Lock of Herring. Of course, as you can tell, I love it. Of course, after having a little bourbon, maybe it'll be better. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. I gotta move that so it's not as hidden. The High West double rye is it's not bad at all. I think I'm gonna move on the checker or the chessboard here of whiskeys. I'm gonna move that closer into play. Okay, Nick. Of course, I don't know why I'm see. Normally, I would just say fuck it and wouldn't even read the comment because you missed out. Harmarsh was first, and he says 1 and go. Harmarsh, Eric, you sound better than the last brew review. You must be feeling better and over the COVID. Yeah. See, here's the funny thing. Yeah, I know people are dying. Exactly what they're dying of, I'm not exactly sure because you know, if you have a car accident and you go through the front windshield and then get driven over by a semi, they're going to classify your death as COVID. I mean, I just think there's a large amount of bullshit going on. I don't know. Once again, me and Christine had multiple stops on the way home, and I did not wear a mask in any of the businesses that I was in. So, and, either A, nobody gives a flying fuck, or nobody had the balls to say something. I mean, just because I had a Mila over my shoulder, I mean, I don't know why someone wouldn't tell me to wear a mask. Yeah. It's good. If you see me laying in my front yard with that bottle in my hand, just know that shit went bad and everything else is gone. Ooh. And have a little bit of 6-point mind control as a you know what I'm saying? A little cleansing agent. Yeah, I probably should have passed, Nick, on your thing, because after all, this is show prep, and a whole bunch of whiskey prior to a episode of Locked and Loaded has been known to go bad in the past. Just saying. Ugh. Hate it when you tuck your shirt in with your firearm. It's even worse when you don't realize you did it and you reach like this and your shirt pulls up and... Yeah, that's never happened. That would have fallen under a Zeus conceal and carry story. Okay, so I'm gonna start off this whole shit show by saying bourbon. Real Cobra Burnout says, real doll. Oh, I'm telling you, if I had the money. Stormy Coyote says third. And he is. Gunwild says fourth, bitches. Blue Healer 260 gives her 2 thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Jarn with a link to a video. It's I'm sure it's a. It's called Four Strings Take Me Away, Daryl Porter rework live at Transmission Sydney. Oh, all of a sudden it started playing. Is this Take Me Away as in Blue Oyster Cult? I'm going with no. I'll have to check that out later, Jorn. Live at Transmission Sydney 2020. Transmission Festival. Just reading some of the comments. Once COVID is dealt with, we need to organize a mass terrace party with all the classics. Okay, where were we? Thanks, Jarn. Cobra. It's only a Daisy Red Ryder lever action carbine with a compass on the stock and this thing that tells time. Clyde, 7th top 10 Revolution whiskey and train whistle. Or train sounds. Okay. Now, I am not going to be able to do all these frickin' whiskeys. I should just hang these right on the whistle. Yeah, it's bourbon. And I'm not sure. It might even be rye. Rye bourbon. I don't know. Not happen you see it. I contemplated it. So if it is rye, then yeah, I said so. Wow, it definitely is kind of edgy. Definitely starts out with your typical the corn sweetness. And then it's kind of a fairly strong oakiness. Let's put strong oak. Yeah, not really getting a lot other than that. Not really much in the vanilla. Oh, and don't know if the number is different or not, but you guys that were asking about Nikki, I never got a response back from the text that I sent her. I'd have to check with Mike to see if she still even has the same phone or not. She may not have the phone. I don't know. I've only talked to her once since she moved out, and it was because Mike called her. Okay, Flask 96. Bourbon. Maybe a rye bourbon. Your corn sweetness. fairly strong, strong oak flavor. And I personally think I'm gonna give it a 5. Mainly because it's not really terrible. It's just, again, it's kind of like bourbon. Okay. Clyde. Ow. Have a little quarter cask. Well, there is some. At this rate, of course, right now, and I won't say why, but Sharky's probably cringing, going, "Oh God, how many more shots can you have?" Well, Sharky, see, no, that's good. See, reading the comments would go a hell of a lot faster if I stopped getting interrupted by drinking. Smile Money Top 10. Stormy Coyote, Lunatic Dad commented on a recent video that I missed. That's awesome. His videos are hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta wonder how much of it is spontaneous and how much of it is planned, but it's still funny. Especially if Kyle gets his ass kicked. Harmarsh, hi Ms. Bomey, hope you had a good day. And I can say, yes I did, you too, it was. Well, it wasn't, so I'm not exactly sure. Harmarsh, none of these work, just so you know, I can't click on any of them. She's sick and tired of all this bullshit. She's sick and tired of the mask bullshit. She's very, very apprehensive, like I bet a lot of Americans that know that the election was stolen from us. Thinking about the fact that moving forward, every single time there's an election, if you don't pick wisely, you're picking to go with socialism. I mean, I'm sorry. At this rate, I just don't see good things ever coming from this moving forward. Because if the Democratic Party is in charge of the United States of America, you can fucking kiss America goodbye. I mean, I don't want to sound like a dick, but look at what their fucking agenda is. You know, if it wasn't for Donald Trump, because it definitely isn't thanks to the Republican Party. If for some reason you hear me and you're part of the Republican Party, you're a bunch of fucking pussies. Pussies. We vote conservative because we believe in America and patriotism. If you vote Democrat, you simply want fucking free shit. You want the government to take care of you from cradle to grave. And where do you think that fucking money comes from? People like us that give a flying shit. Get up every single day. Work hard. So that we can have, 27, 40, up to 60% of your money taxed on you. To go to someone who did nothing. Nothing at all. Again, at the rate in which this is going, I simply see a divided scenario. And I'd be happy to relocate to the real America and not socialism 101. Poco Loco, hey, how's it going? Hey, Poco, it's going. I mean, it sucks. I mean, it's like, I'd rather start dropping libtards personally. Cobra, mask must have cured the flu. Have you seen the CDC charts? Apparently a huge drop in flu this year. Laugh out loud. Stormy Coyote. There is now video evidence of voter fraud being committed in Georgia. Video shows Republican poll watchers being told go home at around the same time provided by witnesses in the affidavits, followed by 4 individuals remaining behind and pulling out boxes from under tables filled with ballots, then proceeding to run them through voting machines. AG Bill Barr, look me in the eyes under oath after watching this video and tell me again that there's no evidence of voter fraud. Smile Money says to him, you think the press could find the blood woman in that video and interview her? Oh, the blonde woman. Smile Money, not a chance in hell. There is no woman. You're only dreaming. Go back to sleep. Hell, look at the one dude from the United States Postal Service that came out and said he was told to change the date and stamp it so that it would qualify for election. And the dude ended up saying that he wanted to, as far as I know, maybe he changed his mind again, but I believe he was probably, shit. You honestly think the kind of group that would pull off this level of fraud and steal an election away from Americans would have a problem calling this guy and saying, yeah, just so you know, if you want to continue forward with this whole charge against saying what you saw, your little girl might fall down and go boom. And your wife might have a car accident. And then we're going to hurt you. Yeah, I like to retract what I said. I must have, I have no idea what I was looking at. Yep, of course you did. Harmarsh, Eric, the Infinity Skull by the TV is looking a little full. Time for a double shot from the Infinity Skull. Harmarsh, I have to take a pass. I tell you what, Harmarsh, I will owe you. I'll owe you one, okay? Cobra. Hi, Christine. Star Trek tree topper is epic. Expensive, but epic. I need to go to my secret storage bunker and retrieve all my old Hallmark Star Trek ornaments for the tree. And I can say, you can do it. Sounds great. Oh no. Again, these traces suck dick. I guess I'm going with sounds great, even though it's stupid. Poco Loco. The sociology ramifications of these masks is immeasurable and will be studied for generations. Probably. Sheeple. It's only a mask. It's only a mask. Oh, don't do it for you. Do it for me. It's only a mask. It's only a mask. It's only a mask. It's only a vaccination. It's only a camp. For the better good of society, you should go to the camp. It's only an oven. It's only an oven. For the better of society, anybody that's infected should get into the oven. It's only an oven. Harmarsh. There's a guy who is on Scooter Tramp Scotty's channel that runs a car tire on the back of his motorcycle. He laughs when he's told he's gonna kill himself. Some Harley people have drank the Harley Davidson Kool-Aid, especially the Rubs. Clyde, they can vaccinate me when they throw my dead body into the freezer trailer. Gunwild, I doubt I was porch pirated. I hear the mail when it's delivered, and the carrier rings the doorbell when he delivers a package. Well, then it was stolen by the United States Postal Service. Harmarsh, the alcohol content for 2 women lager from New Glarus is 5. Thank you. Harmarsh, prayers and positive thoughts for Scott F. Well, I actually talked to in the form of comments to Scott, and he is not on his deathbed, so that's a good thing. Steve, see the Georgia video? Everyone kicked out of the ballot counting room because of a pipe bursting, and then you see people pull 5 large suitcases out from under a table and start pulling out ballots out of it and running them. Trump didn't lose Georgia. It was stolen. Yeah, there was people questioning that night that the Georgia count was going to come in late because of a supposed burst pipe. People, Biden did not win the election. It wasn't even fucking close. The polls were off because, A, the polls want to be off. They wanted people to think that Trump didn't have a chance, and you would be all bummed out and you wouldn't go vote. That, and they were hoping that when the steal was in, that their lies would correlate somewhat with the numbers. But they couldn't do it everywhere. They could only do it in a few places. And, So please, all you people that want to say, oh, you're just being a baby because your guy didn't win, explain to me explain the fraud away. A burst pipe. Of course it was a burst pipe. Just like, seems how you guys have been wanting to put out lines from movies lately. Just like the line, how in the hell are you going to want to get all of the men off of a nuclear submarine? How are we going to get all of the men off of a nuclear submarine? I mean, you don't even really, you Democrats out there that might hear me say this, you don't even need a brain, really. You don't even need a brain to see all of the fucking bullshit involved in this election. All being swept under the rug. Like Christine said, well, why would this much fraud? Of course they would expect it to go before a judge. Why would the fraud not be in at the level of a judge? Fuck, that's easy. Look at how many Trump haters there are out there. Look at that fucking toadstool piece of shit in the Ninth Circuit out of Hawaii that keeps, every time Trump would put something out, he'd be like rubber stamping it no. Well, first of all, how the fuck did a judge in Hawaii and the Ninth Circuit become more powerful than the President of the United States? Stolen election. And yet, people that are supposed to be smart are like, oh, no, we fought a good fight, but they did a better job than us. They had more people. Yeah, look at all those Biden rallies. Oh, yeah, look at all the people that showed up for Biden. Hey, Biden, could you please explain the comment about how I don't need your help to get elected? I need your help after I'm elected. What was that? What was that all about? And then what was that video? Nobody has come to me and said that that was bullshit. The one where he looks like he's at some kind of a presser, and he says that they have the biggest fraud machine, voting fraud machine in American history. It's his own words. I mean, what is that all about? You will never, ever, ever, ever convince the people that voted for Trump that Joe Biden legitimately won. Not a fucking chance in hell. Not a chance in hell. There is no way the senile, racist, bigot, my family and me mean more than the American people, that this fucking piece of shit got enough votes to win. Suitcases full of ballots. Burst pipe. Clyde, in 54 years, I've never had a pistol slip out of my hand in the rain. That's why I don't have to put funky grips on my sidearm. Cobra, that's what she said. Clyde, she has to use both hands with that Cobra. That's why she never is to let go, and she won't drop it. Too much information. Clyde again. Hard to drop it when it's in her mouth all the time. Ba-dum boom. Okay, moving on. Zeus. Side effects may include muzzle flashes and burning sensation. Zeus, expect more lunatics to start showing up. Laugh out loud. McCline. Eye licking might replace eating butt as the new kink. Thanks, Eric. You're welcome. Steven. If people start denying entrance to stores because people don't have their vaccination papers, I hope their stores are burnt down and mobbed. I'll be in the mob. Who wants a beer? Swamini, I bet you'll be wearing a mask during the looting. Steve, Googled hitching post motorsports and it's permanently closed. Well, I hope they went out of business like most companies, as opposed to they got burnt to the ground by the peaceful protesters. Scotsman whiskey. Scotsman brew babe has nice eyes. Scotsman a minute 8, much better, but I know you can do better. J-Dog is here at work. Okay, I owe Harmarsh. Oh. Did we get a Hudson Whiskey New York Bright Lights Big Bourbon? Okay. Let's go in search of. What in the fuck? It's a sound my colon makes. Let's go shopping. Hudson, New York, Bright Lights, Big Bourbon, Straight Bourbon Whiskey. $24. $45, $56, $39. Okay, what's the proof on it? . 46%. So, yeah, 46. So, 90, 92. It's got a little oomphiness to it. Alright. It would help if I wrote this shit down, wouldn't it? So I don't do it now. It just never happens. New York. Bright lights. Big bourbon. From Hudson whiskey. With an E. Thank you, NIHAP. Okay, we gotta wrap this party up, some bitches. Smile money, 6,000 and smile money in the motorcycle sounds like you. Oh yeah. Yes. Brad. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Yeah. Brad, we got a really good show for you tonight. Smile money. My daughter's hospital is closing wings of her cancer hospital. Why? Oh, because they have a nursing shortage. Too many out with COVID-19. No, they are not even quarantining nurses that are exposed. Only the ones that test positive. Scotsman says biggest scam since when Obama first ran for office. People are still waiting to see the birth certificate. Smile money, what is a scam? Closing hospitals, blah, blah, blah. Emergency services, 304 employees testing positive, blah, blah, blah. Scotsman says, yeah, brother, the method of control is to use it to their advantage. And Smile money says, well, agreed, the Democrats never waste a good crisis. Wade. 2 women. Screw that. I've been married for almost 41 years to one woman and I still get told I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Rich Huff, cheers all. Next morning. Rich? Fucking Wade. Wade, we had 63 people on Thanksgiving Day. Nobody wore a mask. Nobody hugged each other. And absolutely no social distancing. Oh, everybody hugged each other. What the fuck is that? No mask. Everybody hugged each other. And absolutely no social distancing. We're planning the same for Christmas. What you tolerate is what you end up with. Ooh, I like that, Wade. Crazy Scotsman. I'm okay with open carry and love to carry my 29 open carry. You do get different looks and service, honestly. I'm okay with that, and this is the whole virus BS. I may open carry more just to make sure mass Nazis know they can kiss my rear end. See, I do. I have been considering more open carrying, Scotsman, with this whole COVID thing, because I personally think the girl that disregarded proper protocols in, say, checking IDs when she looked and saw the gun on my side probably did lean a little bit more towards not wanting to have confrontation. I mean, she's in the wrong. I mean, I was already reaching for see, the reason that I don't open carry is because if something bad is going to happen, and even in, well, if you were to remove every person from Duluth that's this shade, the violence that we've seen in this last year in shootings would, now, Smile Money, if you can somehow filter through the police records for Duluth, Minnesota, and find a white guy that shot somebody with a gun in Duluth, so be it. In the time that I have been keeping score, like I said, more people were shot in Duluth with a firearm this year than like the previous 10 years combined. And every one that I took note of was the same shade as this side of the television. Exactly the same shade. So if we just get rid of everybody that's this color that came here from Chicago, we'd have no shootings necessarily here. Yeah, eventually someone goes off the rails. I mean, most of the time it's suicides, but yeah, I guess there could be, I'm taking you and then me out, a murder-suicide scenario is the more likely thing that would take place in this town. But, yeah. For me, the scenario, I could have been there. There was a gentleman that walked up behind a lady and stabbed her with a knife at the grocery store I shop at. And the guy actually lived one block that way, right down the street. If I walk out, I can't actually see his house because it's set back and it's on the dead end section. Walked up to some lady and stabbed her, and he's just a nut job. He didn't even know her. She was just trying to pick out a fucking soup, and then she's a goner. And in that scenario, let's just say it is some kind of a nut job, or somebody that wants to do harm, or maybe somebody that's there to commit a crime, like rob the place. Well, they're going to go after the first people that they're going to try to nullify are going to be the ones that are the biggest threats to them. Maybe big, strong, burly guys, a guy with a gun on his side. So I have always been against open carrying because it takes away your tactical advantage. Now, if I was someplace where let's just say it would cost like $1,000 to take the class and get a conceal and carry permit, or like what Steve goes through in Oklahoma, a constitutional carry, which just means fuck you guy. They're the state, not being libtards, are you can go ahead and carry whatever you want as long as it doesn't go over 45 caliber. Again, where's the 454 fall in that scheme of things? After all, it is a 45 caliber. Great Scotsman, sheep will be sheep. Patriots will be patriots, and patriots will make sure the Republic remains a free nation. I really hope so. I mean, I really don't want to see a bunch of violence, but guess what? I never ever want to live on my knees. And that's exactly what the Democratic Party wants. Star Trek Tree Topper was cool, but looked it up, pricey for what it is. Yeah, it's $140. Scotsman, Hitching Post sounds like a great new dating website. And I can say it is. I think so too. It does. Scotsman, I'm just going with it does. Scotsman, for those wondering who our president is, drive down the street and count the signs for Trump and the signs for Biden, and you will be able to tell faster than they tried to steal this election. Yes, Scotsman, yes, overall, listening to, a lot of the call in the talk shows, I don't care if it's Hugh Hewitt, if it's Sean Hannity, if it's Savage, if it's Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, any of those. People are, especially, people that are over-the-road truckers, they're like, I see one Biden sign for every, some people were saying 10, some people were saying 100 one Biden sign for every 100 Trump signs they saw. Now, if you drove around Duluth, kind of depends on where you went. My side of town, where the real working people are, the people that pay attention to the politics going on because they don't want their life fucked up by a Democrat, you saw a lot of Trump signs. As you get out in the snooty part of town out east, where Steve Schweitzer lives, you saw probably 2 or 3 Biden signs for every Trump sign. But I tell you, the one, like, going down London Road, I mean, if you Google London Road in Duluth, it's like, if you're on the lakeside, what those people pay in just property tax would shock you. It's more than probably an average person pays in a frickin' house payment divided by 12. And it was about not quite 50-50 Trump-Biden on, the most expensive houses along that stretch. But one gentleman had an easy, probably 4-foot by 6-foot Trump sign. And then, of course, someone black spray painted racist on it. I was like, boy, I tell you. You gotta wonder, if it wasn't for the media lies, where do you think Trump would have really fallen? How many people do you know that were just completely fucking manipulated by the media? Anybody out there that comes to me and says, Trump is just for his fellow big businesses, and Trump is a racist, and Trump is this, and Trump is that. It's like, sorry, but being that I use my brain and followed stuff and looked stuff up on my own, Trump is like the first person that I know that was truly for the lowest financial earners in this country. He wanted all of the lower and middle class to get everything that they financially deserved. I don't think he was for big business at all, to be totally honest, from what I've seen. And the claims of racism, it's just total stupidity. Total stupidity. I'm sorry, but Biden is easily proven the racist. And all you have to do is fucking do a simple search. It's like, fuck. You people got fucking hoodwinked. You people that, you never Trumpers, well, evidently you're never America. You're never for your generation, you're not for your children's generation, and you're not for your grandchildren's generation. You got fucking buffaloed, you sold out, and the repercussions for your stupidity. Again, if it wasn't for a stolen election, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Because the Democratic Party got their fucking hat handed to them and the door held open. Yet, when they showed up with that busted pipe and suitcases filled full of ballots and started running them through the machines. Stolen election. Hashtag Joe Biden is not our president. Scotsman, does Jay do engraving? I don't remember if I've ever asked, but if so, shoot me his info and I will talk to him about what I want. Well, Jay will hear me say this, but I don't know if Jay does engraving. I don't think he does, but he would know somebody. I'll find out for you, Scotsman. Scotsman, I think you rated this one too high, and I haven't drank it. Yeah. It was drinkable, but yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. Scotsman, Scott F. is the man. Yeah, Scott is a nice guy. EMT Railfan, Eric insults Ms. B by asking what she did to the bacon. I wasn't. What the fuck? Here's an example of saying something and having people completely take it the wrong way. It looked like she might have put something on it, like she cooked it with maybe a little bit of the devil dust from Matt or some of the stuff that I have. It looked like it might have been seasoned. It wasn't, what'd you do to the bacon? It looks fucked up. That wasn't it at all. Eric takes a big old bite. Ms. B, it's hot. What the what? WTF. No. FTW. Whatever that is. Bacon was good, goddammit. Gunwild. What you call broomstick bars, we call drag bars on the left coast. Ape hangers rock. I like to ride, Gunwild. I just don't cruise down the street in a straight line, blah, 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 leaking oil all over the place. I fucking cranked that shit into a corner. I destroyed a tire on my motorcycle in one season, pushing that fucking thing as hard as I could through turns. I've gone... Well, the speedometer went to 180, and I went past 180 and straight to the little peg. I don't even know how fast I've even been. Find a Harley that can do that. Put ape hangers on a crotch rocket and see anybody be able to do any kind of performance driving. If I just want to... No, I don't even want to putt in a straight line. It's like, what is that? Who fucking created that? Someone with armpit fucking perspiration problems? I gotta go air out my fucking armpits. I'm gonna go take my bike for a ride. Blah, 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 oil everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, I'm off of Gunwild's Christmas card list. Gunwild, question. If you have all your handguns loaded, are you concerned with springs in the magazines being compressed for so long? Is there any truth to the mag spring getting weak from being compressed? Gunwild, I don't know. Gunwild, to tell you the truth, no. I don't think there is any fear to a spring in a magazine being compressed and losing anything. And I could go grab the fucking gun that's proving that every single time I try to load the magazine. I have not noticed any weakness in the springs in the Grand Power 10 millimeter. The springs that are in the mags for that gun are the same ones used in a garage door. I don't know, there's people out there that say you can, for instance, military rifle, an AR or an M16 would be fucking hammer back, ready for action all the time. So no, I don't think they're. From what I'm seeing, Gunwild, in my own personal experience, I have never had an issue with a spring. I've never had an issue with a spring. I take that back. After all the rounds through the... Well, now see, I don't even know which one was the one. I was noticing some issues with the Kimber, and I did a complete Wilson Combat rebuild kit on it. So that's the only thing I've ever owned that had what you would say would be a spring-related issue. The other thing would have been the EAA Witness that I had, and I still get a lot of comments, even though it's like 8+ years ago that video went up. And one of the things that now that after all these years and the gun is gone, and I do have to say I sort of do have seller's remorse Christine bought me the P-carry, EAA P-carry. It was a very high capacity, 10 millimeter, like a commander size, 4-inch barreled gun, and I never had any problems shooting stock, or should I say commercial ammo, but I had problems shooting my brother-in-law's stuff that was not hot loaded. Sick and tired of the fucking idiots that were leaving comments on there. Well, you plus P up some ammo, and why would you not expect it to be wasn't plus P. Wasn't plus P. It was loaded to less than, that would be less than, which if you had a cup that could be filled to here, you would not put as much liquid in it, and you would say, this is less than capacity, for you people in Leorinda. Mikey was loading to less than original specs, and that gun just felt like it was getting fucking hammered. Like, it was almost to the point where I wanted to shoot it and lean off to the side so when the slide came off of it, it wouldn't kill me. And at the time, there wasn't options. Today, there's lots of options. At the time, I got a spring kit from Wolf for a 40 cal. After all, it's close. It was a spring pack, and I actually still have that spring pack laying around here. It was an 18, 20, and 22 pound spring, and I could set that gun up to comfortably run store-bought 10 millimeter ammo without issues, but it would not successfully run my brother-in-law's stuff. It still, well, it would run, it just would hammer it hard. So then when I got it set up so that it would run my brother-in-law's stuff, it wouldn't run store-bought ammo. It would have issues. And one of the things that I did not try at the time, that probably would have been a big success, is to put an HD spring in the mags. With the ammo that Mikey was doing for me, what I believe was happening is that the speed of the cycle was faster than the mag was able to get the next round up into place. And that's what was causing the feed problem. It was just simply too fast. It was cycling faster than the mag could get that. So if I would have had someone like, say, Jay Wolf in my life at the time, he probably would have ended up just putting a little bit better springs in it just to bring up its longevity and that there wouldn't be any issues with cracking any slides or anything like that. But I bet you a stronger springs in the mag would have made the deal. Gunwild, come on over, my friend, and I'll have you try to hand load the Grand Powers magazines. If you can get to 10 without drawing blood, I would be surprised. I broke my Lula loader loading those mags. Okay, now I'm really way too long. Gotta go. Gunwild, I pick health over wealth simply because I have had medical issues since I was 2 years old, and I don't know what it feels like to be perfectly healthy person. I would love to talk about that, but that's the topic of the show, so I will do it later tonight. But I can probably comment on this tomorrow. Gunwild, so far ScrewTube has removed 2 of my comments from this video. Don't these commies understand what freedom is? No, they don't. That's why they probably got sick and tired of me appealing stuff, and now it's unappealable. Gunwell, judging by your response to my comment about Scott F., maybe I should have worded it differently. He isn't in the hospital for anything life-threatening. He will recover, if that helps. Apologies if my comment worried anyone. Oh, that's good. Thank you. Still, Gunwild, People go to the dentist and end up dead. People go in for the simplest shit and end up dead. So, still, good health to Scott F. Sharky, it's drinkable and forgettable. I give it a 7. I probably should have given it a 5. That's what she said. Nice kinky outro, babe, there. So yeah, SH. Oh my God, he did a he got out his egg and did up some pork today, and yeah, that looks so good, Sharky. Jeremy, I have unsubbed too many people because now YouTube has an option to recommend other people's content to all of your subscribers. Sounds cool, but it clogs up the feed with crap from channels you're not subscribed to. Hate it. Yep. Jeremy, full autos for everyone. Absolutely. I mean, when America was America, before the fucking libtard millennial fucking little baby ass pussies had anything to do with it. Speaking of pussies, now I'm drawing a blank. One of you, not one of the regular commenters, but one of you that I know I'm subbed to, you had a comment about that, and it's not in here. I'd never remove anybody's comments. If I remove it, I'm going to read it, or I'm not going to read it in front of you, tell you who it was, and then delete the fucker, because you've seen me do that. One of you had a comment about the pussies that weren't willing to stand up to do patriot shit after you fucking know that this election was taken from you. And now that I'm down to 2 comments, and I didn't read that one, but I got an email notification of yours. It was like popped up. Make the comment again. Keep making the comment until it fucking sticks. Because this is bullshit that your guys' shit's getting deleted. Fucking A. Fucking YouTube, you bunch of fucking commie pussies. Yeah. When America was America, you could actually, out of a catalog, mail order a full auto. And now look at where we are. Oh, the government is just doing this for your safety. Mike says cheers. I am fucking pissed off. There's nothing held for review. I know one of you left a comment about all the bullshit that's gone down, and what you really need is true patriots. And even the true patriots will probably talk about what they're going to do, but nobody does it. And that's exactly right. Everybody talks it, but nobody stands up for it. And it's like our fucking futures, our freedom, everything that we hold true. The Democratic Party, the Socialist Party, wants to take that away. And they're taking it away one little chunk at a time. And the fucking sheep are allowing it to happen. Oh, you don't need your high-capacity magazines. Nobody needs these military-grade little tiny bullet 22s. Oh, it's okay. It's only a bump stock. It's okay. It's only a 100 or a 60, or we don't even need a 30-round magazine. When will it fucking end? What needs to be taken from you before you open your eyes and see that you are the sheep? Fuck that. They want to put socialism down. They want to try to fucking make the government the almighty mighty something. Well, it's time. It's time to fucking start shooting back. tyranny. A true patriot puts down tyranny. Our founding fathers fucking set it up so that we would never have to go through what they went through. And yet, it's happening. And right now it's happening under the guise, it's only a mask. It's only a mask. Gunwell's just leaving the range. Cheers. Yeah, what is it, like 8 a.m. right now for you? Cobra, here at work. Cobra, cheers, Two-Hearted Ed Clubbers. Din Scourge, shot club. No, it's the Two-Hearted Ed Club to the Sunny Slopes of Longo, hashtag Justin's Final Mission. There's no shots. There's no shots. Harmarsh, Two-Hearted Ale Club, and the Sunny Slopes of Longo. Cheers, clubbers. Zeus. Saludos. Armagos. Amagus. Yeah, cheers. Brad. It's whiskey 30. Hell yeah, brother, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna go edit this, and then it'll be rolling right into Locked and Loaded. Scotsman says whiskey. Scotsman, Two-Hearted Ed Club to the Sunny Slopes long ago. Hashtag Justin's Final Mission. No, Scotsman. I have not had enough substance today to hammer down whiskey shot after whiskey shot after whiskey shot and still do Locked and Loaded. Not to mention, I'm going to probably start Locked and Loaded off by saying it will go from 8 until 10 o'clock tonight because I've been up extremely early all week long. That's my design because I want to be able to bring Christine to work to make sure that there is no unsafe stuff going on. It's me and the ladies in the morning, Christine and Mila. And tomorrow morning, I'll be being picked up at early, so we can me and Dave can head out of town. So, what's it gonna be? Is it going to be the Sig, or is it going to be the Smith that I will be carrying tomorrow on my little excursion? Maybe I'll see what David says when I come out of my house tomorrow morning with Mila slung over my shoulder. Hey, bitches, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna hit the recap button one time. You know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. Sorry, Harmarsh. I'm not doing if I'm gonna make poor decisions, I'm gonna do it my way, and not from the double shot out of the infinity skull. You know, this is pretty tasty, Scotsman. So let's I gotta get my brother-in-law to load me, I think these are HSTs. This mag is still loaded up from the previous owner of this pistol, and the ones that are in here right now are the Grizzlies. So before I go upstairs, I need to go find something zesty. So I have another mag with me. So I've got mag 6, 7, and 8 that'll be possibly going with me tomorrow, with it holstered up in the right hand carry. I guess it would be kind of fun. I've never actually tried. I've carried 2 guns, but I was carrying the Walther in my pocket, and then I think I had my Kimber on my side. But yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys want me to carry tomorrow. Sharky. Oh, I hit the refresh button and I got Clyde saying hashtag Biden is not my president. I have to add that. I have to add that to my default just to piss off YouTube to actually have that as my default. Because he's not. He's nobody's. He's not any of our president. He wasn't duly elected. He was stolen and put in front of you. And the sheep fell for it. Okay, tomorrow, unless I find something good, which I probably won't, because I will basically be on the road all the way up until about the time I would normally come down here and hang out with you guys. So we'll probably be looking at Fat Squirrel, or as Christine likes to call it. Oh, wow. Really got some good air on that. The garbage can's like 18 feet from here, and it hit the side. White men can't jump. Cheers, guys. Hope you're over on Locked and Loaded. Health or wealth?